In this first module, you will gain a foundational understanding of labor relations in the public sector. We will build upon this essential information throughout the rest of the course. Module 1 is broken down into 3 main topics. These topics loosely follow the entire bargaining process. The first topic deals with the bargaining subjects negotiated. When labor and management begin negotiating an initial contract or renewing an expired contract, there are common subjects such as wages and benefits that are bargained. There are, however, limitations on the scope of subjects that can be negotiated. Some issues must be bargained, others are open for bargaining, and others which are simply prohibited from the bargaining table. There are also procedures that employees must follow in order to have an employee organization become their exclusive representative in negotiating these subjects. The second topic explores the beginning and end of the bargaining process. When employees petition their employer or their statutory agency for the right to be represented by a union for negotiations, a bargaining unit must be formed. There are a number of factors that dictate the makeup of an appropriate unit. This bargaining unit negotiates on the employee's behalf. Once an agreement is reached, both management and labor convene scheduled meetings to resolve any differences. If the union believes the language of the contract is not being followed, the union or a union member can file a grievance. The third and final topic explores the mandate that both the employer and the union must engage in good faith bargaining throughout their labor relations. Both sides must participate in the bargaining process and refrain from using unfair labor practices. Management would prefer not to bargain collectively, but employer interference with the employee rights are violations of the unfair labor practices. Throughout the process, we will be using collective bargaining laws predominantly based on the same laws that govern the private sector under the National Labor Relations Act. These laws are found in the code or revised code of each state that permits collective bargaining at the state, county, township, or city level. By the end of the module, you'll have a solid foundation of what can be negotiated, who can negotiate, and how the signed contract is administered. Knowing who and what can and cannot be negotiated is critical to developing a strong negotiating strategy. Failure to consider an emerging legal ruling could cost either side an expensive legal battle to litigate a poorly constructed collective bargaining decision. A poorly negotiated agreement could cost lost wages or possible benefits. Knowledge is indeed power. So, let's get started.